Hey folks, it's Ascendant again, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video will be another quick guide focusing on how to fight Hespori, the farming boss. Just a quick note, this is a bit different from my usual videos as I have not yet done a boss guide before, so be sure to let me know if you like or dislike the video so I know if I should continue on with more of these. Hespori is the boss for the farming skill, requiring level 65 farming and a Hespori seed to fight. You will come across Hespori seeds while training farming, typically getting more as you plant or harvest higher level crops. I haven't found the best way to farm Hespori seeds, pun intended, but I do seem to get them a lot more frequently when doing tree runs and snapegrass. Your mileage may vary. Now you may be sitting there thinking, well that's all fine and dandy there, Ascendings. It's another boss to kill. Now, why would I do that? Well, there are a few reasons. Firstly, just like most bosses, there is a pet to be had, the drop rate of which increases as you get higher farming levels. Next up, and more importantly, you are guaranteed a drop of one of 3 anima seeds, which aid you in farming after planting them in the pouch south of Hespori's lair. The Addis seeds increase your yield by 5% when farming, Iazor seeds decrease the likelihood of your plants getting diseased, and Chrono seeds grant your plants a chance to skip a growth phase. In my experience, Chrono seeds really aren't that important when doing farming runs, as you can't really speed up an entire farming run, but Addis seeds and Iazor seeds can really help you earn experience and money faster. Another reason you'd want to kill Hespori is that it grants you 11,200 experience in farming on death. While it's not a lot of experience, it's a nice little bonus for killing a boss that only takes a few minutes. The final reason you'd want to kill Hespori is that it also drops an assortment of seeds, including pricier seeds like dragon fruit and magic seeds, and you also have a chance of getting the bottomless compost bucket, which will give you a nice 870k boost to your bank. The recommended stats for fighting Hespori are as follows. 70 attacks so you can wield an abyssal whip, which is a great slash weapon and very effective against Hespori, but it can be done at lower levels with a dragon scimitar or some other slash weapon. 40 defense so you can wield the dragonhide armor, which isn't required but is a very effective armor defending against Hespori's magic attacks. And going along with the dragonhide armor, you will also want 70 ranged, so you can wield the black dragonhide armor, or 60 or 50 if you want to use a lower level dragonhide. So on the screen right now is the gear setup that I use for the boss fight. You will want to use something somewhat similar to this setup, if not the exact same setup. You'll just need to focus on maximizing your slash attack bonus, magic defense bonus, and your prayer bonus. I'm going to start with the helmet and go top down through each of the item slots. First up is the Helm of Nea Tiznat. Obviously, you will want to use the Nea Tiznat face guard if you have access to it. Otherwise, this is a nice cheap helmet that gives you decent prayer bonus and strength bonus. Next up is the farming cape, which I use for a quick teleport to the farming guild, but it also gives me a nice prayer bonus. And instead, you can use a fire cape or infernal cape. For the next slot, I have an Amulet of Fury, which gives you decent defensive bonuses, as well as decent offensive bonuses and good prayer bonus too. In the ammunition slot, I have Radha's Blessing for the extra 1 prayer bonus. In the ammunition slot, I have Radha's Blessing for the extra prayer bonus. The weapon, I use a Abyssal Whip because it's a really great slash weapon. You can use an Abyssal Tentacle for this, but I wouldn't recommend it as it would be just a waste of money. And if you don't have the money for an Abyssal Whip, you can use a Dragon Scimitar instead. For the body and legs, I use a Blessed Dragonhide body and legs. These have the really good magic defense bonuses that the Black Dragonhide gives, plus an extra prayer bonus for each slot. But if you don't have access to these, you can just use a Black Dragonhide or even a Red or Blue Dragonhide instead. For the shield, I use a Dragonfire shield. This gives a similar strength bonus to the Dragon Defender, but also a lot of magic defense bonus as well. But if you'd prefer to focus on offense, then you can just use a Dragon Defender or even a Avernic Defender. For the glove slot, I'm just using the Barrows gloves. They speak for themselves. I'm not going to go over them. For boots, I'm using Dragon Boots because they give a good strength bonus, but instead of Dragon Boots, you can use Rune Boots or even upgrade to Primordial Boots. And finally, for the ring slot, I have an Imbued Berserker Ring. This is really good for the extra strength bonus, giving you 2 extra max hit, but if you don't have this, instead you can use a Brimstone Ring. If you'd rather focus on maximizing your range defense and praying mage the whole fight, you can replace the Dragonhide body and legs with Bando's Tassets and Chestplate. This will help you maximize your melee bonuses as they both give you strength bonus. However, in my experience, the main drawbacks are I get hit a lot more often with this setup, and Bandos armor is a lot more expensive than Dragon Hide is. The whole set at the time of this video, Bandos costs about 50 million, versus less than $1 million for the Black Dragon Hide body and legs. Every other slot is the same, nothing else changes, just the body and legs. For your inventory setup, you will want the following items included. You will want a ranged weapon of some sort. I use iron knives because they're quick, but a crossbow or a bow and arrows will be fine. It's not required. You can run around and attack all the flowers with melee weapon, it just takes a little bit longer. You will also want a prayer potion just in case your prayer gets low. A super combat potion, which isn't required but it can help speed up the fight. An anti-poison of some sort, because Hespori will poison you, and you don't just want to be sitting there taking damage from poison the whole fight. You'll want to load up on a lot of food. I bring swordfish because they're really cheap, and I typically don't even need to eat throughout the fight, but it's good to have some food just in case. You will also need your Hespori seed, spade, and seed dibber, so you can harvest and then replant Hespori after the fight. And I also bring along a quick teleport out, just in case things go really, really bad. If I could divert your attention away for a moment, I would like to run through a quick shameless plug. If you guys haven't done so already, please consider hitting the subscribe button and the bell icon so you can keep up to date with my latest videos. I put a lot of time and effort into these videos, and I would really appreciate it if you guys would show your support by hitting the subscribe button and hitting the like button. And that's it. I told you it was going to be quick, so let's get back to the video. So when you're ready to fight Hespori, you need to actually plant the Hespori seed in the patch and then wait 18 to 27 hours for it to grow. And you'll see this flower that has fully blossomed right next to Hespori's lair. So once the flower has blossomed, you can enter the cave. You'll see Hespori, you can harvest Hespori. Now's a good time to pot up with your super combats, anti-poison, and start praying ranged. And also get on your ranged weapon. Click on harvest. So overall this fight will be pretty simple. Right away you need to attack and kill the 4 flowers that blossom, as they protect Hespori from taking any damage. Attacking them once will do the trick, as they only have 1 health and you will always hit them. After they are all dead, you can resume attacking Hespori. The flowers will crop up twice more during the fight at 66 and 33% health. Just attack them once each more again, and you can move on. As you can see, Hespori is being torn apart by my whip. Typically with this gear setup, the fights only last about 1.5 to 2 minutes long, and I don't even need to re-up on my anti-poison or my prayer potion. The second mechanic you need to look out for is Hespori's entangle spell, which looks like a green seed pod coming at you. When it hits, you can't move for a little bit, and to get out of it, you need to constantly spam click on either the floor next to you to walk, or on Hespori to attack. If you do it fast enough, you won't take any damage, but if you do take a bit too long, you can take upwards of 40 damage. Once you have killed Hespori, you can harvest it to receive your loot, which will be one of the 3 anima seeds, plus some other type of seed. And now you can replant Hespori and start the cycle over again. In retrospect, I did a lot more talking about Hespori than actually fighting it. Even though I was half focusing on it because I was talking, I spent less than 2 minutes in the fight. The fight is pretty easy, as you can probably tell, and the mechanics involved in the fight are rather simple to follow. Kill the flowers when they spawn, and keep an eye out for Hespori's entanglement spells so you can free yourself. And outside of those 2 main mechanics, you just need to pay attention a little bit to your health and prayer to make sure you don't die. After you've learned the mechanics, these fights will be a breeze, and you can just quickly swing through the fight and move on. The drops from Hespori really aren't game-changing, as you don't get any sort of best-in-slot armor or weapon, nor can you score like a rare 20 mil plus drop. But the anima seeds and bottomless compost bucket can really aid you in farming, and I personally use them to aid my herb runs to maximize my profit and to make my life a little easier. And if you're looking to collect all of the pets in the game, Hespori will give you another chance to obtain Tangle Root on top of your regular farming activities. But anyways, that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you liked or disliked the video, you know what to do. Feel free to leave me suggestions or feedback in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can keep up with my latest videos. And I'll catch you in the next one. Changing gears a little bit, one thing I would like to mention before wrapping up this video is that I actually really enjoyed making this boss guide, and I think I'm going to make some more videos like this. I haven't really done a whole lot of bossing until a few weeks ago, but let me know what bosses you would like me to make a guide of, and I'll do what I can to make it happen.